Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us back here at Lynx's channel. We're, of course, sitting here again with Mike and Mike, and today we want to talk about some recent developments and then do a recap of 2021 as a whole. But first off, Mike, how are you holding up over there this holiday season?
Oh, doing well. I mean, it's exciting times, certainly times of fast changes and opportunities, and really the world is a different place every day. So it's quite exciting.
That's true. That's true. Things have definitely are evolving super rapidly. You could take someone from 1400 and drop them in 1600, and they'd be like, wow, these are crazy developments. But if you took someone from 1970 and dropped them in 2020, they'd have an aneurysm at this point. Things are going so fast.
Oh yeah, the world is changing, and it's changing dramatically. And I think one of the things that's really kind of important to see too is that there are a lot of things that seem to be changing, but a lot of groundwork that was done 5 years, 10 years ago, and experiences that are really coming to light. And certainly the current environment that we're living in right now, and we've talked about this a few times, but this environment that we're living on, where we, everywhere around the world, we're looking at this reality of how we're going to be living our lives, how we're going to be communicating, the possibility that we will, alternate between going out and interacting with each other and staying inside our houses and being virtual. And I think what that's done is it's kind of really forced everybody en masse to kind of look at what life is going to be and how are they going to solve it and how they, make money and how are they going to be part of the economy. Lots of pros, quite a few cons, but it's exciting times.
Yeah, agreed. So turning it back to the microscope a little bit, tell us what's been going on with Lynx lately.
Yeah, well, Lynx, we're looking at the year and kind of where we're going to go in 2022. And what it is that we see it. And we started this off, certainly I started here in February of this year, and we look back and the year's gone by fast, and we always feel that we should be doing more and moving faster, but when you look back at what we've done in the past year, it's actually been a very, very busy year. And I think that we started off by doing a series of acquisitions. We've talked about the strategy behind them, why we wanted to do them. And important. And that was really the first 6 months. And, over the last 2-3 months, we've kind of taken stock of what we've got. What have we got? Have we got the building blocks? I like to say that in 2021, we built the moat, and now we're going to build the tower. So that's what we've kind of really looking at. We're launching new products and services. We're putting, integrating stuff into the bank, starting to put the technology layer. And that really is what 2022 is. And 2022 is really about what Lynx's vision is, what Lynx is, and what Lynx is going to be kind of in the world. And Lynx is very much a company that is creating a technology layer that allows legacy to connect with digital. And we've really addressed, the market we're addressing is a market that is a cash market that needs to convert itself to digital very quickly with a fragmented financial system. And that's really the part. We feel that by solving that problem, we solve not just in this market, but everywhere, what the future is for connected to the legacy systems, and what the role will that be in 5 years' time.
Yeah. I think one of the most important things, one of the things that really appeals to me about Lynx is this is something that has to happen.
Yes.
That's like, this is not something that's optional. This is something that somebody has got to bring forward.
Absolutely. And you have to look at where things are going. And the great thing about emerging markets is we've talked about it a little bit, I think, recently on things like play to earn, right? The speed and adoption that once people have something and what they can use, right? And the adoption levels in these markets of play to earn, the opportunity to make more money, to make money at all, and to become part of the digital economy. But it's so far from how the day-to-day life is. So, that's what Lynx is how we fit in between those and how we connect those. So you've got some of the fastest digital adopters in the world that are literally creating these new worlds. NFTs we're hearing about the play to earn environment. And, now we're talking about things like the metaverse. And how do we connect those two things, this world and the legacy system? And that's really what Lynx is about.
Wonderful. So, Mike, it sounds like 2022, like you said, it's going to be a year where you're going to see a lot of this get fleshed out. Like you said, a lot of foundation had to be built first, and that's what this year was. And like you said, often people think things sprout up overnight, but there's been a lot of work behind the scenes going into them to really get them to shine. So I guess going into 2022, what are you personally most excited about?
I'm excited about, the technology that we're really going to be building, that layer. I think because of what we learned, because of the confidence that we have in the financial systems that we've got below, in terms of just the businesses, the banks, our knowledge of it. What we're excited about is where the world is going to go. We're looking to a time, where everybody can go and be treated the same, have the same economic opportunities. And really, if you take a look at what we're seeing today, recently, it's things like the metaverse, right? An opportunity that anybody in the world can meet each other. You and I can be across the world, and we can kind of meet each other. We can transact and we can interact, right? I see a lot of that moving very quickly. Play to earn is gaming. Okay, it seems trivial, it seems trite, but think of what we're doing. We're gamifying programming activities. It's not going to be very long before we see people doing virtual manufacturing, where they're sitting at home and they're running gamified activities that are running facilities in different places. So to be part of building that and to create that, how do people get paid? How do they move money? How do they buy assets? That's what we're excited about.
Yeah, you bring up a really good point. While people will say things like life isn't a game, life is actually a series of games. So
Yes.
gamifying things is just a natural progression of how the world works, essentially.
Yeah, it's whistle while you work. It makes it fun. It makes it enjoyable. You can do that, and allows it. And that's where the creativity is, right? The creativity is in that level of engagement. And I personally believe that nobody anywhere in the world is any different in terms of their opportunity, in terms of their ability and the creativity. What we need to do is we need to give them the opportunity. We need to create an environment where anybody can go in and participate and do anything they want. And this really is the level playing field. And that's what we're excited about.
Yeah, very well said. We would all benefit from people being able to maximize their potential in the world. Agreed.
Yes, I mean, just simple numbers. You have, if everybody in the world had created the same economic value as we're able to create here, literally our global economy would increase by factors of 15 to 20.
Agreed. Well, I hope we can carry that same energy into 2022. And I hope everybody watching follows us on this journey as well into the new year. And if any of you guys have any questions, by all means, send them to us. We'll happily dive into them. But for now, Mike, anything else you want to say to people for this year?
No, just have a happy and safe holidays. We're really looking forward to it, and stick with us, because I think we did a bunch of building blocks, but what we're doing in the new year is exciting, and we're kind of going to be at the front of the curve on a lot of these things.
Wonderful. Well, Mike, thank you for your time today, and I will see you after the holiday season. Everybody, take it easy.